Welcome to Good Food News, a show where we talk about the cool and positive things happening in food. I'm Chef Jorge Cespedes, and these are my favorite stories of the week. Our first story this week is about the breakfast buffet and how it's now come to an end. Due to COVID-19, hotels and restaurants had to shut down their buffet lines just to realize how much of the risk they were for the spreading of unwanted germs. But were they really that bad?
Down there?
Yeah, they were bad. So, instead, some hotel chains have started giving their guests pre-packaged breakfast bags. Isn't that cool? It's like being back at school and mom would prepare your favorite Ninja Turtle lunchbox filled with goodies for you and your friends to share. Our second story this week is all about beautiful, gorgeous cuisine. So beautiful, it's considered edible art. Most of you have heard of this restaurant called Osteria Francescana in Modena, Italy, ranked number 1 in the world in 2016, 2018, and they just happen to have 1, 2, 3 Michelin stars. So, pretty good food. Anyway, the place is ran by chef Massimo Bottura, an Italian man that happens to talk like this because there's so much passion in the food that he makes, and he happens to be Italian. Anyway, they're ready to open back up, and the new menu is inspired by the Beatles. Not the bug, but the band. And the name of the menu is With a Little Help from My Friends. And guys, the food looks like this. So, if you're a die-hard Beatles fan and happen to love beautiful food, I think you just found your next travel destination. Here's a positive story from a brand that we all grew up with. We were making pancakes, we were smothering those pancakes with lots and lots of syrup. I'm talking about Aunt Jemima. The brand owned by Quaker Oats announced on June 17th that it's time to rebrand the product, change the name, and rethink its image. Now here's a TikTok video that started the revolution for the 130-year-old brand. Check it out.
Baby, you hungry? Let me fix you some breakfast. Aunt Jemima? Did you know the name Aunt Jemima means slave mammy of the plantation South? Did you know the founder, Chris Rutt, a white man, got the name after attending a minstrel show? Think blackface. Did you also know he hired former slave Nancy Green to be his very own Aunt Jemima, where she went around cooking pancakes and telling people stories of the good old South? And afterwards, they could take home a box of Aunt Jemima and that feeling of having their very own mammy. Not today. Black Lives Matter, people. Even over breakfast.
The reason why it's so important to talk about this is because it got other brands listening. Brands such as Uncle Ben Rice Company and Cream of Wheat cereal, both in need of some soul searching. Guys, changes are coming, and we're just glad to hear that companies are adjusting to our times. We want to thank you for watching. Those are the stories of the week. This is Good Food News. We're going to see you later. Bye.